It's like he knew I was gonna do a video of him today. Draco, you're so good. You're such a good boy. Hey everyone, it's Kristen. Happy Wednesday. Today's video is going to be about my Crested Gecko Draco. I did one 3 years ago when I first got him, and I haven't really mentioned him since. He's been in a few videos in the past. So this is his tank. It's an Exoterra. I believe it's 12 by 12 by 18 tall. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on it, but it is the average tall Crested Gecko tank. I bought this when I bought him. Inside the tank, just please ignore the white spots. If you have a Crestie, you know they poo a lot. A lot. Like, I don't neglect his tank. I clean it very often, and he just poos a lot. But in the tank, I'm using Eco Earth for a substrate. He's got a handful of plants he can hide in, he can climb in. He's got some of those poles going horizontally so he can get from side to side with ease. He's got a big log going from corner to corner, that way he can get to the bottom easier if he wanted to. His food dish is on a paper towel on the bottom, just because that's where I've been putting it since he was a teeny tiny baby, so that's where I'm keeping it. On top of the tank, I have two ceramic heating lamps. I live on Long Island in New York, and it's usually pretty chilly in the wintertime. I also have 2 exterior walls, so it can get very, very cold. So sometimes it can actually get like 40 degrees in my room, which I don't mind, but he would mind. So I have 2 ceramic heaters. They are, I believe, 60 watts a piece. I try to use one at a time, but on the left side of his tank I have an external thermometer. Well, the probe is inside, but the reader is outside so it doesn't get wet that way, and it helps me regulate the temperature. And the heat lamps are also regulated by a regulator, so everything is squared away. That was my biggest fear when I decided I was gonna get a reptile, is how do I regulate temperature and humidity. It's a lot easier now that I'm, about 3 years in. Draco also likes to be a bit of an escape artist. So if I open the tank, sometimes he'll just run out, sometimes he'll climb out. He's a crazy one. This one's also like super full of sass. Like, he's just super sweet, and then he'll just run away from you and he'll just be crazy, and he's a strange one. Hi. Good boy. Usually after I take Draco out, he gets really hyper, so I just kind of put him on my carpet and I just kind of let him run, burn up some of that energy, except now he doesn't really want to do that. Really quick, I would just like to say a disclaimer. I know I have mentioned that Draco is very flighty, he loves to jump around, and sometimes he'll jump from his tank. I really just want to right now state that I do not torture him, I do not hurt him, I don't put him in dangerous situations. This is just his personality. He's never, like, bit me, or, well, he did once, but it was kind of on accident. He's never, like, hissed at me or anything. He's actually a total sweetheart after he kind of burns up that bit of energy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the temperature. I know he got really temperamental when he was going through his teenage years. That was a rough one. But yeah, even like now, he's super calm, and he doesn't mind me holding him, twisting my hand around. Like, he's a good boy. But I really just wanted to throw that out there, because I know there's always one, at least one, going, oh, you torture your animals, that's why it runs away from you. Like, no, I'm not. I actually follow everything by the book. Something else about Cresties is like I mentioned before, they are constantly using the bathroom, and he just used the bathroom on me, so I'm just gonna wash my hands really quick. So Draco, I hope he's in focus right now. He's being a little sassy today. Draco is right now 3 years old. He's at 40 grams. And before anyone starts giving me sass, okay, let me tell you the story first. I had a rabbit. She was my rabbit. She was totally, completely mine. She was my childhood best friend, and she passed away 10 years ago. And for 7 years, I have been asking my mother if I can get another pet. I still live at home with my parents, so they do have the final say. And for a while it was another rabbit, it was a dog, it was a hamster, and everything was turned down. And finally I decided I wanted a reptile, and my mom agreed because it stays in a tank and it's easy maintenance, and she said one rule: it cannot eat anything that was once alive or is currently alive. So I couldn't get a snake because I would have to feed it mice. I couldn't get a bearded dragon. I couldn't get, I was really limited. So when I went to the pet store, I basically said to the guy, listen, I want a reptile that doesn't eat anything that is alive or was once alive. And he said, how about a crested gecko? And I said, what is that? And he actually put Draco's mom in my hand, and I fell in love, and I ran home and was like, Mom, I really want this. They eat a paste. You don't have to give them insects, but you should. And being that I don't have to feed them insects, that's what really kind of got my mom to agree to the whole thing. So I fed him the Pangea food for pretty much his whole life. I started giving him crickets when he was 2 because I just started feeding him crickets without my mom knowing, and then when she found out, she was okay with it because they stay in either in his tank or his feeder tank, and they can't ever escape. So she's kind of getting a little bit more lenient with it. Look at that face! Look at you! He is the sweetest little thing. I want to get him to do more things, but I think he's just so content in my hand right now. I will be getting my sister a Crestie for her birthday, which is in November, but just because we've had such good success with him, and they are pretty easy to take care of, that my sister wants one. She wants an adult female, so I have almost all the supplies. He sees something he wants. $10, he wants to jump onto my dresser, which is where the camera is right now. He started to climb, and as soon as I got the camera in focus, he just kind of froze. But being that my slowest hand ever, being that my dresser is a little slippery, I'm sure you can probably tell he's sliding a little bit. I just like to keep my hand under him to support him, but sometimes it also encourages him to walk, except today. Oh. You hear my dad talking to the dog. You okay? You okay? A lot of tongue flicking. He does that every time he starts climbing. Oh, there we go. He's got the momentum. He's so cautious for some reason. Usually he's up at the top already. I'm like such a cautious lizard mom. I'm like, my baby slid. Oop, 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 oop. Go ahead. Oh, my phone is buzzing. Yay! Oh, I found my glasses. I was looking for them earlier. And I have a lot of makeup and stuff, so I always like to take everything away from him. Usually I clean this off, but I did not, which is great. You feel better? Did some climbing? What do you see, little one? What do you see? Oh, you see something. You can't have it. Whatever it is, no, you cannot have that. I don't know what it is, but you can't have it. Now Draco just wants to hide. Sometimes after I play with him for a little bit, he gets kind of tired and he likes to try to find a dark pocket to kind of hide in. I bought some cheap hand towels from the dollar store, and what I've basically been doing is I just kind of like ball it up. It's okay. Why are you so nervous? What's the matter? Oh, I have a fuzzy on me. Great. What's the matter, boy? What? 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 No? Yeah, I think he wants to hide now. I think he keeps trying to... My god, he is too damn cute. I can't believe I just said that phrase. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of like ball up the towel, twist around a little bit, you know, give him like a cave to hide in. That face, that's the troublemaking face. He just makes a face because he wants to go under my bed because it's dark. I know him. He's done it before. Never trust the innocent face. Yep. Now he's gonna go hide. And in a couple minutes he's gonna like curl in a little ball, keep warm. Sometimes what I do is I'll put my hand, he's too big for it now, but I'll put my hand like around him. There you go. I'll put my hand around him to keep him warm, but he's so big now that I can't do it with one hand, I would need two, and now that he's in his little towel cave, I'm gonna show you a more in-depth look at his tank. I love the way I said in-depth. I'm like in-depth. The cloudiness on the glass is from hard water. I live in New York, we got hard water, that's just how it is. This is gonna be so lame, but if I have a nightmare and, you know, maybe that he died or something terrible like that, I will turn on the flashlight. I'll just kind of like shine it into like the corners of the tank so I don't blind him, and I'll go, oh, you're over there. I have, of course, a spray bottle with water. This is where I keep all of his supplies. Some of it is kind of random. I got his food in this little container, his calcium powder. I believe there's D3 in here too. Yeah, there's D3 in here, the 2 vitamins that are very important for Cresties. He won't eat crickets anymore. He just flatly refuses. I've tried different sizes. I've tried it all. He doesn't want it. So I mix a little bit of this every once a week or so into his food because it's not in the Pangea. But this is the one he's been eating. He loves this so much. I bought this one so he could try it. He's not really a fan, but I spent money on it, so every now and then I'll give him a bowl. Maybe my sister's Crestie would like it a little bit better. I have antibacterial dish soap, which I use to clean his tank and the plants and everything and the logs, because it's antibacterial, and they carry salmonella in their fecal matter, so, you know. I have some disposable cups for when I mix the food. His food dish is actually a contact lens case, so these are the tops in case I ever needed to travel. You know, I don't know why I have them. This is gonna be really lame, but for one Halloween, I dressed him up as like Dapper Draco, so he's got some top hats. These are actually garbage. I can throw them away. You guys just saw my freaking garbage. So I believe that's it in his drawer. I built this and it kind of looks really bad, so I'm kind of embarrassed. Down here I actually have a lot of stuff for my fish tank, but yeah, like I was talking about, the infrared 60-watt ceramic heater, stuff for the fish tank. I have the dome boxes, the regulator, which is, oh my gosh, which is this. Nothing's in focus right now, great. This is a Zilla temperature regulator. It's really cool because you can set it to whatever temperature, and green means it's hit the temperature and red means it's warming up. So right now, his lamps are actually off, which I don't know why I decided to do that. I'm gonna put him back in the tank now because Mush really wants ice cream, so I have to get ready. So I'm just gonna lift up his little, oh, he's like in the towel. Hi, buddy. Hi, little one. I know, he's, I know, come on. I gotta put you back now. He's doing the typical Crestie lick the eyeball thing. Oh my god, he licked everything but the eyeball. How about that one? Lick the eyeball. Nope, he stopped right before the eyeball. Just wanted to make a liar out of me. So anyway, guys, I'm going to conclude this video by saying thank you everyone for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know you liked it. Feel free to subscribe to youtube.com/naturallyvenomous. That is my YouTube channel. I'm also on, oh, Draco. I'm also on Instagram at naturallyvenomous, and I have a Discord server if you want to chat with me on there. It's at NaturallyVenomous, #1310. There's a direct link in the description box, and this is Kristen and Draco, who's totally ignoring me because he wants to hide again. And we are signing off. I'm trying to do the salute, but he's stuck to me, so... I don't have hands right now. You got one and the other one's on the camera. This is such a dilemma. What do I do? Go ahead. Good. Kind of. That was like a lean. That wasn't a jump.